Imagine a world where the heavy cloak of anxiety lifts in mere minutes, transforming worry into a distant memory. It's not a fantasy, but a very real possibility. Today, we embark on a journey towards unlocking the tranquility that resides within each of us, waiting to be discovered. Why do we let worry dictate the course of our lives? Why do we allow the whispers of fear to become roars that overshadow our dreams, aspirations, and the beauty of the present moment? These questions are not mere reflections, but keys to unlocking a door to a life filled with peace, purpose, and boundless potential. Anxiety and worry are not just thieves of joy. They are barriers that prevent us from seeing the richness of life that unfolds before us each day. They cloud our vision, making mountains out of molehills and leading us down paths of endless what-ifs. But what if I told you that the power to end this cycle lies within you? What if in just 20 minutes you could start a transformation that reshapes your perspective, empowers your spirit, and liberates your mind? The journey begins with understanding that worry is not an external force imposed upon us, but a choice we make, a habit we've cultivated over time. It's a response to the unknown, a futile attempt to control what lies beyond our grasp. Yet in the grand tapestry of life, how often have our worries truly come to pass? And even when they have, did our worrying make the burden any lighter or the outcome any different? The essence of change lies in our perspective. Just as a gardener tends to their garden, removing the weeds to allow the flowers to flourish, we too must tend to the gardens of our minds. It's about nurturing thoughts that empower and uplift, while gently uprooting those that sow seeds of doubt and fear. This is not a process of force, but one of gentle acknowledgement and release. Search in for a moment the incredible capabilities that reside within you. Think of all the challenges you've faced, the obstacles you've overcome, and the strength you've found in moments of despair. These are not mere footnotes in your life story. They are proof of your resilience, your capacity to grow, and your inherent ability to navigate through life's storms. Now imagine channeling that same strength towards transforming your relationship with worry and anxiety. It begins with a simple yet profound shift in focus. Instead of fixating on the myriad of things that could go wrong, what if we turned our attention to the abundance of things that are already right? Gratitude is not just an act of recognition, but a powerful tool that shifts our focus from lack to abundance, from fear to appreciation. In this moment, let's take a tangible step towards that shift. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Let the air fill your lungs, and as you exhale, envision releasing the weight of your worries into the ether. With each breath, feel lighter, more present, and more empowered. This simple act of mindfulness is the first step on our journey, a reminder that peace begins with a single. As we move forward, remember that ending anxiety and stopping worry is not about denying the complexities and challenges of life. It's about embracing them with a perspective that is rooted in strength, not fear. It's about recognizing that while we may not have control over every aspect of our lives, we do have control over how we respond. Today marks the beginning of a new chapter, one where worry and anxiety no longer hold the pen. It's a journey that starts with a single step, a decision to view life through a lens of gratitude, and in just 20 minutes, we've already taken the first step. Continuing from where our journey began, let's delve deeper into understanding the very essence of anxiety and worry. You see, these aren't just words or fleeting emotions. They are the lenses through which we often view our world, distorting our vision and coloring our experiences with shades of doubt and fear. But have you ever stopped to ponder what really lies at the heart of anxiety and worry? Why do they wield such power over us, dictating our actions and influencing our thoughts? Anxiety, in its simplest form, is a reaction to the unknown, a natural response to perceived threats in our environment. It's an alarm system deeply ingrained in our psyche, designed to protect us. Yet in the vast expanse of modern life, this alarm system sometimes becomes too sensitive, alerting us to dangers that are more imagined than real. Worry, on the other hand, is the narrative we construct around these perceived threats, often building elaborate stories of what could go wrong, despite lacking evidence that it will. How many of our worries are born from the seeds of awe? What if? How often do we find ourselves trapped in the maze of hypothetical scenarios, none of which have come to pass? It's a curious aspect of human nature, isn't it? We have this incredible ability to create and imagine. So often, we use this gift to construct prisons of our own making, confining ourselves to the confines of worry and anxiety. Yet it's important to recognize that anxiety and worry are not merely villains in our story. They are, in fact, misguided protectors. They aim to keep us safe, to prepare us for potential dangers. The issue arises when preparation turns into obsession, when caution morphs into paralysis. It's like having a guard dog that barks at every leaf that falls. The noise becomes overwhelming, and peace becomes a distant memory. So, how do we begin to untangle this web? The first step is acknowledgement. Acknowledge that anxiety and worry have been your companions perhaps for longer than you'd like, but also recognize that companions can change. Just as we outgrow friends who no longer serve our best interests, we can also learn to part ways with anxiety and worry. The power of acknowledgement lies in its simplicity and its challenge. It requires us to look inward, to confront the patterns of thought that have become our default. It asks us to be brave, to question the validity of our worries, and to dare to imagine a life where they no longer hold sway. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast ocean, your worries and anxieties represented by the waves that crash against the shore. Each wave is a thought, what if, that threatens to soak your spirit? Now, picture yourself taking a step back, distancing yourself from the impact of the waves. From this vantage point, you can see the waves for what they are, transient, ever-changing, and not the entirety of the ocean's depth. This act of stepping back, of creating space between you and your anxious thoughts, is the essence of perspective, a powerful tool in our journey. This perspective allows us to differentiate between thoughts that serve us and those that don't. It empowers us to choose our focus, to invest our energy in actions and thoughts that build us up rather than tear us down. It's a choice, a conscious decision to prioritize our peace over our fears. But let's be clean. The narrative is not about denying our feelings or pretending that the challenges we face don't exist. It's about acknowledging our fears, then choosing to focus on the strengths we possess to face them. It's about recognizing that while we may not control every aspect of our lives, we do hold the reins of our reactions. As we continue on this journey, remember that the goal is not to eliminate anxiety and worry completely. Such a task would be akin to trying to control the ocean's tides, impossible and unnecessary. Instead, our aim is to learn to navigate these waters with grace, to ride the waves with a sense of calm and mastery, knowing that we possess the strength and resilience to make it through. Embarking further into our exploration, let's venture into the realm of perspective. How fascinating it is that two individuals can look at the same situation and see utterly different realities. It's as if life is a canvas and perspective the brush with which we paint our experience. But what truly is perspective, and how does its power extend beyond mere perception to profoundly influence our journey through anxiety and worry? Imagine for a moment you're standing atop a mountain, gazing out at the horizon. Below, the world unfolds in a tapestry of colors, shapes, and movement. From this vantage point, the hustle and bustle of life seem distant, almost serene. This, my friends, is perspective, the ability to see beyond the immediate, to view the broader picture, and in doing so, transform our understanding of the now. Perspective is the silent whisper that reminds us of our strength when faced with adversity. It's the gentle nudge that encourages us to see failure not as a monument to our inadequacies, but as stepping stones on our path to growth. It teaches us that the essence of our experiences isn't defined by what happens to us, but by how we choose to respond. Consider the story of the two salesmen sent to a remote region to sell shoes. One sends a message back, no opportunity here, they don't wear shoes. The other, illuminated by a different perspective, exclaims, tremendous opportunity, they don't have any shoes yet. The situation was identical, but their perspectives couldn't have been more different. This tale, simple yet profound, encapsulates the essence of perspective. It's not merely about seeing the glass as half full rather than half empty. It's about understanding that the glass is refillable. Now let's delve deeper into how shifting our perspective can serve as a powerful antidote to anxiety and worry. Often, these emotions stem from a feeling of being overwhelmed, of focusing so intently on the potential for disaster that we lose sight of our capacity to navigate challenges. It's akin to walking through a dense forest, so focused on the thicket of underbrush at our feet that we fail to see the path leading out of the woods. But what if we lifted our gaze? What if, instead of fixating on the obstacles, we focused on the openings, however small they might seem? This shift doesn't negate the reality of the challenges we face. Rather, it empowers us to approach them with a mindset geared towards finding solutions. It's about recognizing that within every problem lies the seed of opportunity waiting to be nurtured by our creativity and determination. This transformative shift in perspective requires practice, a conscious decision to pause and reassess when faced with situations that stir anxiety and worry. It's about asking ourselves, what's another way to view this situation? What can I learn from this? How can this moment refine rather than define me? These questions are not mere rhetoric. They are tools that carve paths through the densest of forests, guiding us toward clarity and peace. Let's also consider the power of perspective in shaping our interactions with others. In the dance of human relationships, perspective acts as the rhythm that guides our steps. By striving to see the world through the eyes of those around us, we foster empathy, understanding, and connection. This empathetic perspective not only enriches our relationships, but also diminishes the isolation that often accompanies anxiety and worry. It reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles, that shared burdens are lighter, and that in the tapestry of human experience, our threads are intricately woven together. As we continue on this journey, let us embrace the power of perspective as both a shield and a beacon. Let it shield us from the onslaught of worry and anxiety, and let it be a beacon that guides us toward a future marked by resilience, understanding, and peace. Let's cultivate a perspective that sees beyond the immediate, that recognizes the transient nature of our challenges, and that finds beauty and opportunity in the most unexpected places. In the grand narrative of our lives, let us be the authors who choose to write stories of hope, courage, and transformation. Let perspective be our muse, our guide, and our companion as we navigate the complexities of life. Together, step by step, we can journey from the shadows of worry into the light of understanding, armed with the power of perspective that illuminates our path to peace. In this pivotal moment of our journey together, let's pivot our focus towards action, towards strategies that offer not just a whisper of relief, but a chorus of tranquility in the cacophony of our busiest days. How often have we found ourselves caught in the grip of anxiety, yearning for a sliver of peace amidst the turmoil? What if I were to tell you that peace is not a distant shore, but a haven within your reach in just moments with simple, yet profound strategies? First, let's explore the power of breath. It's the most fundamental sign of life, yet in the throes of anxiety, our breath shortens, becomes erratic, betraying the turmoil within. But here lies a tool of immense power. Have you ever noticed how the mere act of breathing deeply, slowly, can feel like lifting weights off your shoulders? It's no mere coincidence. This deliberate act of deep breathing signals to your body that you are safe, turning the tide of panic to the shores of calm. Imagine in moments of distress, if you could harness this power, take a few deep breaths, and feel the anxiety begin to dissipate, as if you're turning down the volume knob on your worries. Next, let's talk about the art of being present, of mindfulness. How often do we find ourselves lost in the labyrinth of past regrets or future anxieties? So much so that the present becomes a blur. Mindfulness brings us back to now, to the richness of the moment we're living. It's about feeling the sun on your face, hearing the melody of bird song, tasting the richness of your morning coffee, immersing yourself in the now. Anxiety thrives on our fears of the future, but in the present moment, we reclaim our power. Engaging in mindfulness isn't just about enjoying the present, but also about breaking the cycle of worry that binds us. Gratitude, the act of recognizing and appreciating the good in our lives, is another potent strategy against anxiety. It's easy to be overwhelmed by what's going wrong, but what about what's going right? Gratitude shifts our focus, highlighting the abundance rather than the lack. It's akin to lighting candles in a dark room, each acknowledgement of gratitude casting light on the shadows of our worries, illuminating our blessings. This isn't about denying our struggles, but about balancing our perspective, about recognizing that alongside challenges, there's also good always. Now consider the sanctuary of nature. Have you ever felt the inexplicable peace that comes from being amidst the greenery under the vast expanse of the sky? Nature has a unique way of putting our worries into perspective, reminding us of the vastness of the world and conversely the relative smallness of our troubles. It's a place where we can breathe freely, where our problems seem to shrink back to their actual size. So when the walls of worry seem to close in, step outside. Let nature remind you of the beauty and continuity of life. Lastly, let's not overlook the power of connection. Sharing our worries, our fears, can often lessen their weight. A problem shared is a problem halved, as the saying goes. In our moments of anxiety, reaching out to a friend, a loved one, can be the lifeline we need. It's not just about seeking solutions, but about the comfort of knowing you're not alone, that there are hands willing to hold you up, voices ready to reassure you, and hearts open to understanding you. As we weave these strategies into the fabric of our daily lives, remember, it's not about a one-time fix, but about building a toolbox of resources, each offering solace and strength. In the grand tapestry of life, moments of anxiety and worry are but threads. And with these strategies, we're equipped not just to endure them, but to transform them into patterns of growth and resilience. As our journey unfolds, let us turn our gaze towards the horizon of resilience, a beacon guiding us to long-term peace. Imagine resilience not just as a shield against the storms of anxiety and worry, but as the very foundation of a fortress, safeguarding the peace and tranquility we've begun to nurture. How, then, do we lay the stones of this foundation, building resilience that stands firm against the tempests of life? The answer lies in the cultivation of daily habits, the seemingly small acts that, over time, forge an unbreakable spirit. It's about transforming our routines into rituals of strength, crafting a life where peace is not just a visitor, but a permanent resident. Consider the power of a morning ritual, a a sacred time dedicated to setting the tone for the day. Imagine starting each day not with the cacophony of worries or the glare of a screen, but with moments of quiet reflection, meditation, or simply being with one's thoughts. Meditation in particular is like weaving a tapestry of calm within our minds, practice that day by day strengthens our mental fortitude, preparing us to face the world with a grounded sense of self. Nutrition and physical activity, too, play pivotal roles in this architecture of resilience. The foods we choose to nourish our bodies with are not just fuel, but the very building blocks of our well-being. A diet rich in nutrients and balanced in its offerings is like providing quality materials for the fortress of our health, coupled with the vitality that comes from regular physical activity. Be it a walk in nature, yoga, or any form of exercise that resonates with you, we fortify our defenses against anxiety and worry, bolstering our physical and mental resilience. Sleep, the unsung hero of well-being, is another cornerstone of resilience. In the embrace of restful sleep, our bodies repair, our minds process the day's experiences, and we recharge the inner strength needed to navigate life's challenges. Prioritizing sleep is akin to reinforcing the walls of our fortress, ensuring we are rested and ready for whatever the day may hold. But resilience is not built in isolation. It thrives in the warmth of community, in the shared strength of connections that support and uplift us, cultivating relationships that are nurturing, seeking out conversations that inspire and challenge, creating a network of support. These are the bonds that not only enrich our lives, but also provide a buffer against the solitary weight of worry and anxiety. As we embed these habits into the fabric of our lives, we discover that resilience is not a destination, but a journey, one that is continually evolving, just as we are. It's about embracing change, learning from setbacks, and viewing each obstacle not as a barrier, but as an opportunity to grow stronger, to deepen our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Let us remember, resilience is not about never facing difficulties. It's about how we rise after we've fallen, how we learn from the moments that test us, and how we continue to move forward, carrying with us the lessons of the past. It's about recognizing that within us lies an indomitable spirit, a wellspring of peace that no storm can diminish. As we near the crest of our journey together, a challenge emerges from the horizon, beckoning us to test the waters of our newfound understanding and resilience. This challenge, though simple in its essence, holds the power to transform. Imagine dedicating just 20 minutes of your day to nurturing the garden of your mind, to cultivating the seeds of peace and resilience we've sown together. What wonders could unfold from such a commitment? The essence of this challenge lies not in the grandeur of its task, but in the consistency of its application. It's about carving out a sacred space in your day, a sanctuary of time dedicated solely to your well-being. This is not about finding extra time. It's about honoring the time you have, recognizing that within the whirlwind of daily life, your peace is paramount. Here's the invitations. For the next 30 days, dedicate 20 minutes each day to engaging in practices that foster tranquility and resilience. Start with 5 minutes of deep breathing, allowing the rhythm of your breath to anchor you in the present, to wash away the debris of worry and clear the skies of your mind. Follow this with 5 minutes of gratitude, jotting down or silently acknowledging the blessings that embroider your life, those beams of light that pierce through the clouds of anxiety. Then venture outside for a 5-minute embrace with nature, letting the beauty of the world remind you of the beauty within. Conclude with 5 minutes of connection, reaching out to a friend or loved one, sharing a word of kindness, a moment of laughter, or simply your presence. In these moments of connection, we weave the fabric of our shared humanity, finding strength in the tapestry of our collective spirits. This challenge, while modest in its demand, is profound in its impact. It's an experiment in living intentionally, in choosing where to cast the sails of your focus amidst the winds of life's demands. It's an exercise in proving to yourself that peace is not a distant land, but a place that resides within, accessible with just 20 minutes of deliberate action each day. As we stand at the threshold of a new chapter, the journey we've embarked upon together does not conclude here. Rather, it stretches out before us, an open road rich with the promise of discovery and growth. Throughout our shared voyage, we've explored the landscapes of anxiety and worry, not as territories to fear, but as domains to understand and navigate with grace. Now, as we gaze towards the horizon, the question arises, what comes next? How do we carry forward the insights and practices that have illuminated our path? The journey ahead is much about remembering as it is about moving forward. It's about holding on to the essence of what we've learned, that within us lies an incredible power to shape our experiences, to transform our perspective, and to cultivate a life marked by resilience and peace. This is not a fleeting lesson, gleaned and then forgotten in the rush of daily life, but a fundamental truth to carry with us, a compass by which to steer. Yet the road ahead will not always be smooth. There will be moments when the shadows of doubt and fear loom large, when the ground beneath us seems to shift. It is in these moments that our journey together, the strategies we've shared, and the spirit of resilience we've fostered become our guiding stars. They remind us that we are not defined by the challenges we face, but by how we rise to meet them. The essence of our journey is not found in the absence of difficulty, but in our capacity to navigate the storms with a heart unburdened by worry and a mind anchored in peace. It's about recognizing that every step we take, whether it leads us through shadows or sunshine, is an opportunity for growth and deeper understanding. So, I invite you to carry forward the practices that have resonated with you, to make them not just exercises for moments of anxiety, but woven into the fabric of your everyday life. Let the discipline of deep breathing, the focus of mindfulness, the warmth of gratitude, the embrace of nature, and the strength of connection become your allies, not just in times of turmoil, but as the very essence of your being. As we part ways, remember that the journey of personal growth and peace is not a solitary endeavor. We are part of a vast community of travelers, each of us seeking to navigate the complexities of life with grace and strength. Share your journey, your insights, and your challenges with those around you. In the sharing, we find not only connection, but also the profound realization that our struggles and our triumphs are threads in the larger tapestry of human experience. And so, with hearts full and spirits lifted, let us step into the journey ahead with confidence and hope. Let us embrace the challenges and the joys with equal fervor, knowing that in each lies the potential for growth, for transformation, and for a deeper connection to the essence of who we are. The road ahead is ours to travel, a journey not just of miles, but of moments, moments of choice, of reflection, and of profound peace. Together, let's make each step a testament to our resilience, each breath a celebration of our strength, and each day a step closer to the peace and tranquility that we seek. Thank you for sharing this journey with me. The path ahead is bright with the promise of what we can become, and the peace we seek is not just a distant dream, but a reality within our grasp. Let's move forward with courage, with joy, and with the unwavering belief that the best of our journey lies not behind us, but ahead in the uncharted territories of our own limitless potential.